back, relax, and maybe get yourself a snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hey guys, so I'm here today to do my March TBR. It is bitterly cold in the UK right now. We are having snow and it is very unusual for the UK to get snow at all, and definitely not where I live, which is around London area. So it's quite exciting, but it does mean that everyone is working from home because we do not have any way of clearing any of the snow because we are just not equipped for this sort of stuff in the UK. With that being said, cold, snowy, cozy nights are great for reading, so that is what I've been doing after working from home, and yeah, I've been really enjoying that. So I'm hoping that I can continue my strong reading theme from February through to March. I actually managed to get through loads in February, so if you haven't checked out my recent February wrap up, then I will link it and you can go do that. But this is going to be everything I plan on reading in March, so let's get started. First up, I am currently reading a couple of books, so I'm going to tell you about them first. The first one I'm reading is an audiobook, and this is Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. I'm reading this as it is part of the BookTube SFF shortlist, so I need to read it, and I'm definitely keen on it so far. It's quite a fun, fast-paced one. I'm just under halfway through, so I should finish this one up early in the next week or so, and I'm definitely liking it, although it is falling into some of the traps that I don't like about YA, so we'll see how it goes. Liking it overall so far. Next up, one book that I just started is Arm of the Sphinx by Josiah Bancroft. This follows Senlin, who is our main character from Senlin Ascends, as he continues his adventure and is now in an airship. I don't want to give too much more away from this, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm only a little way in. I just literally started this, but definitely keen to read more of this and see how it all plays out, because I like the first book a lot and I hope that I will like the second one very much too. Next up, I have Sweet Black Waves by Cristina Perez. This one is one I'm quite excited to get to. It sounds like it's going to be quite romance based, but maybe with a bit of magic in there as well. It could be quite different from what I normally read, so I'm hoping I'll really like it. It seems like it's going to be quite a fast-paced read, which is always good, so I'll let you know more about this one once I've read it and kind of have more of an idea about it. The next one I want to read in March is a Sebastian de Castell one. It's Shadow Black, the second one in his YA series, and I actually want to read this because I'm going to an event where he is supposed to be showing up with some other authors, so hopefully I will be able to read this before that event. I think it's around the 20th, and I think this needs to be read by then anyway to qualify for my within 6 weeks challenge. So yeah, hopefully I'll definitely get to this before then. It is relatively short, and the first one I remember being quite a fast-paced, easy read, so hopefully this one will also be that. Another author who's going to be at the same event is Alexandra Christo, I believe. Tequila Kingdom is her new book, and I've not read anything by this author, and I've definitely not heard of her until I got this book, but lots of you in the comments said that she was supposed to be really good, so I'm definitely keen to give her a try and see how this one plays out. I've heard good things from a couple of you now, so it's quite short, it should be quite quick, and yeah, definitely keen to check this one out. Next up, I have a book I'm going to be buddy reading. This is The Chrysalids by John Wyndham. I picked this one up because I read Day of the Triffids by him in January and I really enjoyed it, and I definitely wanted to read more of his stuff, so I picked this one up as loads of you guys had said it was amazing and really fun. His stories, as far as I understand from the one I've read, are quite twee science fiction. It's older than a lot of the other books I'm showing you, but I think it will be a really good one still, so looking forward to that. It's quite short and should be quite a quick read, and I'm going to be reading this with Maya, so I'll link her channel down below if you're interested and check her out. Another one that I'm going to be reading is An Unkindness of Magicians by Kat Howard. I hauled this one at the same time as Chrysalids. I went into Waterstones one day and just got tempted by the cover. It's supposed to be about a kind of war between magicians, which always sounds good to me. Kind of reminds me from the synopsis of The Night Circus, but I'm not sure if it will be actually anything like that, so we'll see. I've heard good things about this author since picking it up in short fiction form. I think a lot of people have read her short fiction, but not as many have read her novels, so I want to see how she does in novel form too. Then I have a self-published book that I'm going to be trying to get to. This is Trinity's Convergence, book one of A Trinity of Flames by John Beecham. I'm intrigued about this one. It does sound like my kind of thing, and I said before that it reminded me a little bit of the synopsis of Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, so I'm keen to give this a go. It's quite a chunky book actually, quite dense, but hopefully it will be a fast-paced read, and I will definitely let you know how it goes and what I think of it. Another book that I'm already reading is this one. I started this last night. This is The Fifth Empire of Man by Rob J. Hayes, and I'm really enjoying it. It's actually a duology, so I believe the whole series will wrap up with this one, and I'm really into this. It's pirates, it's high seas, it's treachery, it's girl power, and I'm all about it. So definitely keen to see where this one goes and how it plays out, but so far really into it. And another one that I just started, I barely scratched the surface of this one, is Prince of the Spear by David Hare. I just reread the sort of synopsis of the previous book in the series that he does at the start of all his books, and it got me really excited to get back into this world, but I haven't started the main book of this one yet, so I'm about to start it. I've just read the recap and I'm very excited to get back into this world because David Hare is one of my favourite authors for sure, and this has super epic ships on the cover that look amazing, and I definitely want to just see how it all goes and find out all about this world and what's happening there. And the final one that I'm currently reading already is My Favourite Thing is Monsters graphic novel by Emil Ferris. I'm about 60 pages into this. It's about 500 long, so it's quite a long one, and I'm kind of taking my time with it because the illustrations go over the entire page and it's just a lot of words and a lot of stuff to take in. It's actually more of a kind of murder mystery at the moment than I thought it would be, and I'm liking it definitely, but I'm intrigued where it's going to go and how it all plays out, so I'll let you guys know more about this as and when I finish it up. And then I have 2 books that I'm planning to read for the Welcome Book Prize with Eleanor. The first one is I Am. I've got this on audio by Maggie Farrell, and I heard good things about this author but never read any of her work. This one I believe kind of deals with 17 brushes with death that she has. The other one of the Welcome Book Prize ones I've got is The Vaccine Race. This is a non-fiction, I believe, all about vaccination and how it came to be. Don't really know too much more about it than that, but I'm keen to find out, so I'll let you guys know what I think of both of them as well. So that is everything I'm planning to read in March. Of course, I may always end up swapping some of these out or changing them or just deciding to pick up other things. So do let me know in the comments which ones you're most excited for me to read and what you will be reading in March. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys!
Thank you for watching my video today. Go pick up a book, then come back and chat with me again.